Hey guys, it's your girl Lakia Maria and welcome to another video here on the channel. Whether you're new to the channel or an OG, I primarily share planning and organizational videos. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my January 2025 planner setup. I'm going to go through the planner that I'm using, share with you guys the layout, share the modifications that I made for January, my plans in using the planner, and you guys can let me know what you're using in the comments as well as your thoughts on how I set up the planner. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So this is an altitude planner that I purchased from Target. It was under $20. It is a split wire. It has this linen hardcover. It came with a ruler. It also came with stickers, but I went ahead and took those out. It does have a pocket. Not sure how I'm going to use that just yet, but I did leave it inside the planner. This was a planner that started in October, so a 15-month planner. I took out October and November. December isn't here because I wanted to play around with the planner a little bit. And showing you guys the layout, I'll go ahead and skip to February. So each month comes with this divider and this nicely laminated tab. And I like how each of the months is separated, like there's no calendar on the back, which made it easy to remove the other months because it wasn't interfering with anything else. Then you have this overview page with important dates, goals, birthdays, and other notes. Then this is one of my favorite features, this double page monthly. You have the notes over here, the previous month calendar, the future month calendar. It is blank. It doesn't have lines. When I was choosing my planner for 2025, one of the things that I was deciding on was whether I was going to use a day designer or not. And the thing about using a day designer would be that it would have lines in the monthly, which is something I didn't want. I just wanted a blank canvas. And I do like how it has the holidays written in. And then here is the weekly layout. So it is a horizontal layout, but even with the horizontal, if you are a lister like myself, there's ways to modify this. But on this side of the page, you have more of a dashboard. So you can put your top priorities of the week, a running to-do list, reminders, notes, and meal plans. And you'll see how I modified this momentarily. And that just goes on for each of the weeks. And then at the end of the month, you do have 3 notes pages, so you can write directly on the page. You can add sticky notes if you'd like. There's options, and then it jumps into the next month. Also, I forgot to mention this planner also does include a 15-month calendar overview. And me, I would track my cycle with this one. And then on the back of that, you have the 2024 holidays from October to December, and then all of the holidays for 2025. Getting into my January setup, I went ahead and added my morning and night routine to the monthly cover page, and I created this in Canva. And then here is the monthly dashboard with the important dates, goals, and other notes. I went ahead and made a list of what I wanted to accomplish this month, but the approach that I'm taking versus doing a vision board, creatively, I may go ahead and do a vision board of things that I want. I saw that there are many people doing bingo boards to accomplish their goals. So I went ahead and made this bingo board in Canva. These are some of my favorite alphabet stickers, and then I just used some of my label paper that was left over from the bingo board, and I just used my Sharpie and wrote the month of January. I wrote this list, in essence, over here. So finishing a creative writing project of mine, daily vitamins, creating a morning and evening routine, which I did. So I can go ahead and check that off. Donations, which I'm going to be doing very, very soon, within the next week. Consistency on YouTube. My goal is to post twice a month. Once I get everything scheduled out, then that'll be something else that I could mark off of this bingo board. Planning a date night with my boyfriend. Weekly additions to my sinking fund. And I'm using ChatGPT to help me tailor my budget, my weekly budget specifically. And I have been doing research, and there's just a lot that I want to do this year. So I'm breaking it down. Spending the day with my nieces. I already talked to my sister about that, so that's happening. No takeout, which ties into me cooking more. Drinking more water. I'm going to download some type of app because I get so busy at work that I forget to drink and eat. No lie, I'm literally just going, and I look up at the time and I'm like, what? So I want to get an app on my phone that will help me to stay track on that. At least $500 into my emergency savings, but I feel like I can surpass that. I want to finish reading Nicole Walters' Nothing is Missing because I started it in 2024, last January. I got it as a gift in October of 2023. So I want to finish that book. Plan a solo date night for myself. I'm going to look on Pinterest and just TikTok for inspiration of solo date night ideas, put them in a jar and go from there. My daily devotion, which is a part of my morning routine with my prayer. I'm going to do my daily devotion. No thrifting. No eating past 9 p.m. My weekly budget, which ties back into my sinking funds. Finding a primary doctor. Reading a nonfiction book. And where's the fiction one? I put read a nonfiction book. But then I put finish reading Nicole Walters' Nothing is Missing. So this one needs to turn into reading a fiction book, because I think I wrote this one before I wrote to finish the Nicole Walters book. And Whiteout has been, this Tombow has been my best friend in this entire process, because I've been whiting things out everywhere. The Cooking Out More, selling things online, Girls Day, my friends and I, for the past 5 years, every month we've been taking time to just have a Girls Day. I cannot believe the run that we're on, the spree that we're on. We've been doing so well. It's crazy how fast 5 years has gone. Even when it was COVID, we were still doing it virtually. We would just have like our monthly check-ins, and it's been great. No Amazon, and daily exercise, some type of daily exercise. So for me, because I put a part of my routine to stretch, which I feel like is going to make me limber, especially because I'm a director of a daycare. So sometimes I'm sitting and then sometimes I'm up and down. My commute to work can be taxing. So stretching is going to be imperative for me. And then for my bingo, my max is 3 bingos. I can't get more than 3 bingos. And I'm making a wish list. It's an ongoing wish list. But my current fixation right now is rebuilding my CD collection, but not just getting any CDs. So I'm not going to go to the thrift store and just pick out CDs, which I have done. I have found some good ones at the thrift store. And my thing with rebuilding it is that I can buy CDs. It's just one though. But the albums that I want, these are the albums on my wish list. And the albums that I added to my wish list are albums that I really, really like, that I've listened to on Spotify. I canceled my Spotify subscription, so that's another reason I want to rebuild my CD collection. But then I also have my old iPhone that I could put music on and take with me in my car. So I have options, but I'm just in that phase of wanting to have my favorite CDs. And one of the gifts that my boyfriend got me for Christmas was a CD player. It's really all that I asked for. So I'm excited about it. But here's my active wish list. And when I get bingo, I can choose something from the wish list. But I can't have more than 3 prizes for the month. And it can't be over $25. Okay? And then I also just put in the important dates, other notes as far as my cash envelopes and my spending and long-term things. I want to go to SummerSlam, which is in August, and I want to go to Pittsburgh to see the Steelers play, and that'll be in the fall. So that's 2 trips back to back, which I have to factor into my savings now. And then I did make a no spend tracker, and anytime I don't spend money, I will go ahead and put an X. But I also plan on tracking that in my monthly as well. So my monthly is all about my finances. So I put my fixed expenses over here, my subscriptions, and my credit. I also put a key over here, which I have next to the bills that I have in place. I'm adding in my paydays and the amount. I did put a circle for my long form YouTube videos, but I'm also posting on Tuesday. I'm actually not posting on the 2nd. I'm actually going to post on the 1st because it is a video particular to 2025. So we'll just white that out. There we go. But everything else will be scheduled for Thursdays. And then I just put in some notes to myself. Be more conscious of my spending. Stick to the budget. No more shopping to fill a void. I have other options. Journaling, writing, being a couch potato and scrolling, going for a walk, not window shopping, just going for a walk outside. That's also counts as exercise. Track my daily expenses. Where's my money going? So I know when I have a bill where it's going, but anything that I'm spending outside of that, that's why I want to have my sinking funds in my cash envelope system so that I could use that. And if I do use my debit card, then I can replenish it. I'm not just getting paid and not knowing where every single dollar is going. That's a huge part of my problem. And also relying more on credit cards, saying I'm going to pay it when I get the money. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live like that anymore. I'm trying to get my utilization down when it comes to the credit thing. So that's that. Subscriptions. I had 2 subscriptions that I canceled. My Kindle Unlimited. I do the Stuff Your Kindle, and I have plenty of books that I can read. So when I went to cancel it, they extended it another month. So my last month will be, so I have basically the whole month of January to read any books that are in my Kindle Unlimited. But I canceled that, and I also canceled Spotify, as I mentioned. But that is how I'm using my monthly, which is just for my bills. Then here is my weekly. I will say that setting up this planner was such a daunting task because I was just coming up with all these different ideas of what I wanted to add, and it's like, pause, let's just go through week 1. That's why there's some whiteout here and there as far as choosing my priorities of the week, seeing what works. So one of the things I did go ahead and do for the 3rd week of January was put in a mid-month check-in to see how the planner is working for me, to see where I may need to make adjustments in doing so for that particular week. So for this one, I just put in my top 3. So paying my rent, all the bills that are coming in, being at the beginning of the new month, my meal prep for the week of January 6th, and any grocery shopping that I may need to do. My grocery budget is really limited. I have a fridge and freezer full of stuff, but my thing that I want to eat lighter with is dinner, which is also a part of my night routine. I don't get home until almost 7 p.m. So I would just do like a soup or a salad, and I am planning not to eat past 9 p.m. So I feel like that's light enough for me. And then packing up all things Christmas and just getting that stored away. My to-dos, my meal plan, which I roughly put in what I want to do. And this really applies to this structure, I should say, really applies to my work week. So Monday through Friday, Sunday through Thursday. Monday through Friday for breakfast and lunch. But then when it comes to dinner, that would be Sunday through Thursday. The weekends, I'm not going to harp too much on that. But I still would like to not get off my habit of eating past 9 p.m. if I can avoid it. Then I put my YouTube video, the short end, the video that I'm posting. And then I have a longer tracker. I started to put the tracker for the next week. And I also put a tracker to put for my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I do plan on marking this for work to make sure that I'm eating, because again, I look up at the clock and it's like, girl, what are you doing? So my weekly tracker, I did use the ruler that came with this planner to draw everything out. And I used this is the zebra pen. I don't remember where I got this one from. I don't know if this was Dollar Tree or not. I don't know. But I also like to use the Sharpie Edge Gel pen. This was just what I had next to me. And this I used sticker paper because I did it in pencil because I didn't want to mess it up, and I just hated how it looked. It smudged horribly. So I went back in, but then I had some other things that I wanted to add to the list. So this one, I may end up, we'll see how I do with this and what I want to keep on the list and what I don't want to keep on the list. But my planner check-in, AM routine, PM routine, no eating past 9 p.m., the vitamins, the daily devotion, my fiction and nonfiction reads, YouTube, and creative writing. The creative writing I could omit from the list. The YouTube I can omit from the list next time, but we'll see about everything else. The list I made for the following week only has 6 spots. So based on the priority and how frequently I actually check things off will help me narrow down what I put for the week of January 6th. And then I am playing with different layouts. Again, I'm a lister, so using a horizontal layout can be a little difficult. This is where daily planning can come in, and just having, like a to-do list on the side. and I have a notebook specifically for that if I do want to expand to that. But I do like how I divided this up, which would be good for like the weekend, but having errands that I needed to do, cleaning, and then other. And I can, okay, check that off. And then this one I kind of just started. I don't want to write entirely too large, but this week is really a week of experimentation and figuring out what's going to be best, what's best for me to include. I have not used the structured planner in so long, specifically not a structured planner in this layout. When I was using my Pocket Day Planner, my Pocket Day Designer Planner, the way that they had it set up was that it was split here and it had like some boxes. So there is a way to split the horizontal layout. And I do have a series that talk more about your writing style, which can help when it comes to choosing a planner. So be sure to check out the description box for that. But I'm just playing around with it for this week. And then we'll try to fine tune it for the week of January 6th. And then for my mid-month check-in, we'll see if I make any adjustments. And when I do my February setup, you'll see all the things. So the last thing that I did was add tabs to the top. And I'll go ahead and link these for you guys in the description box as well. So I put one for the monthly dashboard page, one for the monthly, and then one for whatever week that I am going to be working in. I want to check in with my planner as much as possible. And I know in the beginning of the year, it is such a feat to just set up a planner and then by February, March, you're like over it and you think you don't need the planner. But I need structure. And when I don't have systems in place, you can tell everything becomes in a disarray. So while I am giving myself grace, my goal in using this planner is simply for consistency. I need consistency in my life. And I just feel like it's been just absolute craziness. And because there's so many things I want to do, I am going to have to stay on a set schedule. I am going to have to focus. I am going to have to cut things out. And that is why January is really the month of experimentation for your planner system, for things that you want to do, seeing what works, what's a little too ambitious. But I don't feel like anything is too ambitious. Give it a try, right? No sense in not trying, you know? And I'm excited to use this. I have not used a planner this large. This reminds me of the Michaels Recollections planner that I use as a memory planner from 2020 to 2021, the fall of 2020. And that was fun to, you know, add stickers and everything too. Not to say that I wouldn't add stickers to this because this is technically a sticker. I don't know if I'm going to want to draw out the weekly tracker every week. It didn't take that long though. I did add stickers here, but those happen to come with the planner and I didn't want to waste them. Probably doing something else here to track the YouTube videos. I also don't have to put the YouTube videos down here. I could put them up here as well. I don't necessarily want to put them over here in the weekly view. So again, we'll see. We'll see how it goes for the first couple of weeks. Then when I do my check-in, I can reassess and then see what I do for the rest of January and then going into February. So you guys will see more of this planner for sure. I have high hopes with it. Positive thinking going into the new year. But I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. What planner are you using? Are you using more of a bullet journal style, just a notebook, something structured like myself? If you guys would like more information on related videos and links to anything I featured, be sure to check out the description box. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Would love to have you stick around with us. And for all of you that are, I thank you. I love you guys. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.